Hi Sagittarius. I figured something out about you guys recently. Very friendly. Always aspire to be like you. So good at charming the crowd, working the room, loved by all at the party and at the office. Lot to look up to, lot to admire. So effortless, so cool. Not trying too hard like the Libra to be liked, not caring if they're liked, unlike the Cancer. Not devious, doesn't want to control the situation, doesn't want to manipulate it, just wants to flow. Wants to keep things flowing, keep things friendly, keep things civilized. Like I said, it's a lot to aspire to. And then I realized something. You are like that, absolutely. But you're also loners. You're that really friendly person at the party who isn't really talking to anybody. Talking to everyone, charming everyone. Everyone is happy you're there. You look beautiful. Of course, you've done your job on all levels. But somehow still so alone. And you guys have been okay with the loneliness. It's self-imposed. In some ways, it's always there. Maybe it's because you're smart. Maybe it's because you feel like you belong in a different time. Interesting. 10 of Cups. 4 of Swords and Page of Pentacles in reverse. There was an offer, there was a promise, there was something before the loner time, before you went back into the shell. There were those happy moments and those promises, and then there was the reality of that person not being able to come through on any of it. In fact, they turned out to be the exact opposite. So I understand the loner time. But this month, you won't feel so alone. September is a difficult month for a lot of people. Requires a lot of focus for the good stuff to roll in. You guys, just coast. Do you. Walk around. Meet people. Be who you are. They'll find you. And you'll love them. And your periods of loneliness are going to start coming to an end. I'm sorry, I can't do more than one thing at a time in Virgo season. I'm obsessed with looking at these cards right now. As I'm shuffling them, I'm focused on any one thing that I'm doing. That's why I'm not messing with my hair, and I can't afford to lose the attention. Virgo season is about the details. It's about doing things right. It's about integrity. Judgment. Things are shifting. You may be walking around feeling like the hurts that put you into the loner period would never be avenged. But then the Judgment card is here. Speak your truth. Say what needs to be said. Come out of your shell, because karma is being doled out every which way. Now is the time to speak your truth, if to no one else but yourself. Why have we been so isolated? Why have we been so removed? What hurt us so bad, and what was our part in it? But only for a few days, because as we move into September, by the second week of September, the Judgment card is taking over. People are feeling karmically balanced out. If you have been doing well, Keeping to yourself, no drama, no duplicitous behavior. Judgment card comes in, gives you even more stuff. We talked about this. September is lit. Promotion, money, attention, fame. It's all possible now. Coming back into the spotlight is what it looks like. Riding that new wave that feels like the old wave. 9 of Wands, fantastic. 3 of Wands, fantastic. Strength, fantastic. Things coming to fruition that you don't even know about yet. Things that will send you off in 1,000 new directions and will be so satisfying because you can do it. You have the fire and the will now. And the speed. Very good. By mid-September, we are rocking. It's all good. You've moved on from the loner period, but because it's through work, you're feeling good about it. You're not scared. You're just out here. Look at you out here living again. Who knew? Of course. The Strength card, major arcana guidance, road sign in the dark, courage. All these opportunities 9 of Wands need to come to fruition is your courage. Remember, September is lit if you want to light the fire. Got any matches? This person doesn't have any matches. They would rather you not light your fire. Coincidentally, light my fire by the doors. Jim Morrison is Sagittarius. All right. So now we're pulling cards for the extended, and I'll have you take a look at these with me so you can get a sense of how this story goes this month. Yeah, I'm not harping on the loner period or why you needed to go through it because I don't see the point. It happened. And now we move forward. Okay. Let's look at these and then I'll pull some for the extended while we talk. I'll be right back.
Hi, Sag. Okay, take a look. And remember, the Page of Pentacles in reverse is just anybody who was telling you lies. Let's go through them before we look at bottom of the deck. So, what you want, what you thought you were being promised, what you aspire to. Right? What's needed right now, because there is so much success and because there is so much advancement and contentment, but also because there may have been a time when you were promised this and now, for whatever reason, you need to hibernate or you have been hibernating because the person who promised it to you was completely unreliable and a joke. You may not have realized it at the time. No need to beat yourself up about that. Speaking of beating up, the Judgment card coming in to say, hey, don't worry. We've been taking care of the situation even if you cannot tell what's going on. Retribution has been at hand and continues to be. You mind yours. Karma takes care of it for you. 9 of Wands. The other thing Karma does is it awards you for the pain you've suffered. So these 9 Wands here, he's got 1, the other 8, he hasn't seen him yet. It's all good stuff. Slowly it will be revealed. Good things being revealed. Good things coming to you after a time of karmic cleansing. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. You venturing out, you branching out in terms of work. 9 of Wands, the opportunities that come to you. 3 of Wands, what you're able to do with them on a personal level. So there's financial gain in terms of career, in terms of notoriety, in terms of just promotion, progress in your field. But also it leads to a greater sense of self because you're out here learning about yourself and giving yourself the pep talks and giving yourself the pats on the back and just loving what's coming to you. yes, there is an imposed isolation, and I get it. But I also see how when so much good stuff is coming to you, the imposed isolation comes to an end naturally. You don't force yourself to forget about what's happened. You don't force yourself to not want this dream just because one person might have spoiled one attempt at it. Although you may have been feeling like that for a while. But now we move forward. And we move forward in such a smooth way, which I like and I know you appreciate. And what is the guidance given to you? Well, one, let karma take care of it. Pretty good at that. Live and let live types. Two, major arcana guidance. Road sign in the dark. A flashing, bright road sign in the dark. You're going in the right direction. It may look scary, but you are on the right road. Stay strong. Have a strong stomach. Don't look down and keep going. You got this if you think you do. You don't if you think you don't. And that's kind of how it is when you're surfing a high and beautiful wave, which is what's going on with Geminis. And since they're right across from you, you may benefit from watching that reading because there's a lot of that Gemini influence with you guys this month. Great energy passing back and forth between you guys. So, as major arcana guidance, what is it? Love. Love coming in. Be careful of betrayal. Be careful of secrets. Be careful of affairs. Make sure that the person isn't attached. But aside from that, love. Really? Could it be for us? Really? No, that's usually for other signs. I know. And what kind of love and how? Let's take a look in the extended at all of this. And then we'll do bottom of the deck. Oh, interesting. And then we'll do bottom of the deck to, usually we do it to about here. Yeah. All right. So Sagittarius, taking a look at your extended here, I think you're getting a pretty good idea of which way we're heading and what it means for life in general. So what I would leave you with for Virgo season, as a general overview, what I would say is the isolation comes to an end, and if you end the isolation with flair or with reluctance is up to you. I would suggest flair. Why not? But we'll talk more about that in the extended and in the cusp reading as well. I'm just waiting to do the cusp readings until all the readings are done. Then it makes a lot more sense to be able to compare the two and come to some sort of a resolution in the middle and pull some more cards. So if you're wondering where are the cusp readings, that's where they are. You may have also noticed that there is a join button on the channel now. YouTube has approved me for memberships. And the way YouTube works, memberships are for added perks. And that makes total sense to me. I wouldn't change anything about the channel. I love the channel the way it is. So your general readings are here. Your extended readings are on Vimeo. And then if you become a member here on YouTube, twice a month we're going to do hours of live stream. So one live stream will be about 3 hours, and it's just question answer like the satsangs that people attend in person. Ask me whatever you want, I'll answer it. Usually people ask stuff about astrology and tarot. Sometimes they ask stuff just about life path and all kinds of, doesn't matter. We'll do one of those. We'll do an online satsang once a month. And then instead of launching a separate beauty channel, after reviewing it with YouTube, what we've come up with is that that can also be a perk of the membership. So once a month, we'll also do an online, a live stream beauty couple of hours, 3 hours, where I'll talk about the products I have. I'll review some products. I'm always trying new stuff. We can talk skincare routines. We can talk hair. You can ask your questions. We'll do that once a month as well. And then also there will be at the beginning of each season a guided meditation video that you can watch over and over again. You can watch the live streams over and over again too. They'll just be up. Excuse me. But the guided meditation will be put up at the beginning of the season, and it will be tailored to what the season holds and what you may, experience during it, and how to kind of float over the thing. So those 3 things are included in the membership. Like I said, nothing changes about the channel. The readings are still here. The extendeds are still on Vimeo. Everything remains the same. This is just an added perk thing. It's up to you. I think it's fun that YouTube is offering it to me because it was initially only offered to gamers. And that makes sense. But there is, I think, a need for a lot of us to be able to really ask our question and get the answers that we're looking for. And for that particular demographic, if you happen to fall into that, hey, the memberships might be for you. All right, Sag, first thing we're going to do is look at this Magician card, because I like that you're finally coming up in your own reading, but you're waiting until the extended to come up. You've got to come out of hiding now, Sag. I know you guys don't like to be drugged anywhere. I know you guys don't like to be pushed or pulled at, but there's a world out here waiting. We'll talk about it. I love you. I'll see you in the extended, and I'll see you in October. Bye.